Russian opposition activist Ilya Yashin predicted he would one day help build a new and free Russia after losing his appeal against an 8.5-year prison sentence on a charge of spreading false information about the Russian army. Now, Yashin, a longtime ally of jailed opposition leader Alexei Navalny, was arrested in June of 2022 for statements that he made on his YouTube channel about war crimes allegedly committed by Russian forces in the Kiev suburb of Bucha. Moscow denies that its forces have committed war crimes or attacked civilians in what it calls its special military operation in Ukraine, saying such allegations have been fabricated to damage its reputation.
As for today's decision, it is absolutely expected, predictable, which does not make it any less illegal. Article 207.3, which presupposes punishment, namely imprisonment, for a lengthy period. In Part 2, it says from 5 to 10 years. Only for expressing one's disagreement with the official point of view expressed in the press release of the Ministry of Defense, and in some cases also Ministry of Foreign Affairs, contradicts the Constitution of the Russian Federation, which declares the right to freedom of speech, the right to political and ideological diversity, that everyone is equal before the law and the court system, and so on. The only evidence of the investigation was a press release from the Ministry of Defense, which does not have the property of a prejudicial act. It cannot be accepted without additional verification by the court as a priori true in the last instance. It does not have such properties. It is not a decision of an authorized judicial body that has entered into force. Ordinary, normal political activity disagreeing with the official point of view cannot be criminalized in a democratic state. This is such an obvious position, which unfortunately we are compelled, rather ineffectually but persistently, to repeat. Yashin is in a very cheerful mood. He feels great and always talks about it readily because he really does not want to be pitied. He says that everything is fine with him. He is healthy. He is much more worried about other people who are in prison.
We did not experience any shock even from the verdict, from any of the numbers announced, even the sentence. Surprise, yes, but shock, no. Everything changes only for the worse. The sentences are becoming absolutely cruel. It seems that the judiciary feels its very imminent end, the lawlessness that it makes, or this kind of command comes from above, that it is necessary to be very harsh in order to completely scare everyone. So that people understand that any word, any personal opinion expressed to a couple of people listening is already a crime that will be severely punished.
Чтобы понимали, что любое слово, любое сказанное, свое личное мнение